Hello, this is Sabina Makaru, and we're back with another video blog of Reach for Greatness. And at Reach for Greatness, we are helping startups as well as already existing business owners moving forward with their business, and we're providing helpful hints and tips. And I've also always have great guests. Today, I managed to get hold of Paul Graham, who is running Elite Fitness personal training.co.uk, and he's just amazing. He's everywhere on social media right now in my news feed, and really standing out with his blog posts. And Paul, why don't you just introduce yourself and let us know what you're going to be talking to us about today?
Yeah, so thank you very much for inviting me on, first of all. Like you said, yes, I'm trying to get into social media and all over in terms of with my content. Where you can find me is on elitefitpersonaltraining.co.uk. What I basically do is just a quick debrief, as I'm a women's online body confidence expert. And what I do is help busy ladies, busy lady entrepreneurs, triple their confidence by refocusing on themselves again, putting their health and fitness first, to then triple every aspect in their life, including confidence, loving themselves, and income base. So that's just a quick background on what I do. What we'll speak about quickly in terms of is, are you truly happy in your life? Or better put, I will be happy when I achieve X, Y, or Z. So this is coming from my own experience, where starting up my own business, I thought that once I got to X amount of money and I had the fancy car, I had the people working for me, that would be the key to my own happiness. When I got to that point, though, I wasn't happy. I was probably the most miserable that I was in my fitness career.
Right. Why is that?
Because I was I put in external happiness on true inner happiness. And when I got to that point, it was never as good as what I thought it would be. What I've done then was then look at what was missing in my life, and it had nothing to do with the outer stuff, because I could always go for, I'll make more money, then I'll be happy, or I'll get a new car, then I'll be happy, or I'll get new clothes, then I'll be happy. But what I did was then look within myself and see that it was an inner emotion that I was trying to cover over, and it was that true inner confidence in myself that was the real issue. And that's what led me down this path of going fully online through my own experience of working on my inner self, and then connecting the dots to how my offline business could benefit from what I went through. And I found that the real issues for ladies was not in the gym. It was more focused on how they've truly felt in themselves.
And I'm just saying, being a lady myself, I can completely sympathize with what you're saying, because we're all so busy. We've got families to look after, we've got the household, and then when we are in business as well,
yes,
all adds up, and we're trying to deal with so many different things in one go.
Yes.
And then I guess you can sort of forget yourself and your own health and your own sort of mindset and well-being,
yes,
which at the end isn't very helpful for you to be successful in other areas, right?
It's if you start a business 5 years down the line, like you've just highlighted, you have the business to run, you have the family to run, you have all these other things and top of yourself that you can forget all about yourself. But what we want to do is strip all that back and then ask the question, who am I? Or how do I truly feel in myself? Because if you're not truly confident in yourself, you don't fully love yourself, you're not happy in your own skin, you're not comfortable in your own clothes, you're not comfortable maybe in your relationships, then you can never go to the next level in your business. And like you just says, being so busy you can forget about yourself. But what I do is remind ladies to remember that they are the key to all their success, not just in business but in life in general, because everything starts with how you feel. So if you don't feel 100% in yourself, you're never going to give 100% in the areas that matter to you.
Yeah, or you start to feel or have limiting beliefs because you're losing confidence. Yeah.
Yes, like for example, one of my clients, Lindsay, she has a VA. She's got a business idea that she wants to go and do because it can create her dream life living abroad. But she's forgot to focus on herself. So she spent 5 years, 3 of them in a relationship where all her focus was on relationship, 2 years in her business, and 5 years without looking at herself. When she looked at herself, she had no confidence to go for what she truly wanted. And that's where I almost come in and remind you that if you take it back to you, you love yourself, you feel fully confident in yourself, you treat your body with love and care in terms of proper nutrition, proper exercise and routine, then everything else can flourish from there.
Yeah.
Totally agree. You can get caught in that cycle of being busy, being a busy entrepreneur, being a busy wife, mother, auntie, whatever it may be. But my thought process when I went into the online business was, why not have it all? Why not have the happiness in yourself to match up the happiness in what you do? And that's pretty much where I feel my experience lends its hand to where the ladies I work with, I can show them from my own experience to then show them how to truly go after what they want in life.
And you've gone through that transformation yourself?
Yes. I can take it all the way back, so I can and run you through if you want, in terms of not looking after my health and fitness to the point where I had no confidence in myself. I had the low self-esteem. I didn't treat my body with the proper nutrition. I didn't look after my body by being active at that point in my time. I then snowballed where you think you'll start this day. 3 years later, you get to a point where you look in the mirror and you no longer see the same person that you were. And you ask yourself, what happened to me? And that's one key thing that I hear from ladies I speak to. I don't know who I am anymore. And that was the same question I asked myself as well. So I then put myself through fitness and I enjoyed it, and I took that experience into a career. I then took it into my own business because I knew how to get ladies to feel better in themselves, because I related to the depression side of things, to not loving what you've seen when you look back in the mirror, not feeling comfortable in your own skin, not feeling good in no matter what clothes you wore. You could put a designer clothes on, but underneath, if you never felt as good as the price tag, it never mattered. Those sort of things. And then when I got to the point where, like I said, when I made the amount of money that I thought was going to make me happy, it never did. So I can then take that experience of the business side, getting to a point that I thought would make me happy. Then it never truly did, because it was myself I was not fully happy with.
Yeah.
And that's those two key experiences that then can relate to
Yes.
who I work with just now.
So what would you say if you had three tips for us today to go away with, 3 actions that straight away to actually uncover where they are and potentially put some actions in place to help with that, to become more happy and with themselves and more confident about themselves and looking after themselves?
I would say strip it all back, first of all. Take away your business, take away the income, strip it all back, and then ask the question, am I truly happy in myself? You get the honest answer there. And then ask the next question, who am I? In terms of who are you truly as a person? Again, if you listen rather than think about it, you'll get the right answers. Those right answers will tell you which part of your life you're missing. For example, you may be a fun-loving person. You may have been a confident person. You may be an outspoken person full of energy. But as you said before, 5 years of being in the business trench, you forgot who you truly are. So those would be the key steps to take. And then the next key step, it may sound so simple, but it's simple for a reason, would be just choose to feel good in you as you are now.
Mm-hmm.
In terms of finding gratitude would be one of the key things to then truly finding your true self again.
Yeah. So instead of thinking, when I've achieved this income or that step, then I will be happy.
Yes.
Rather saying, look, we live in the now.
Yes.
Yes. And be happy with what you got right now, and just make every day count, and just enjoy every day as if you were already.
Yes. Yes. As if you were already there. As if you were already your perfect size. As if you were already fitting into that dress that you know your partner's going to fancy you again, like the start, or the dress that you know makes you feel so confident and the energy absorbs out of you. Mm-hmm. So the first 2 parts is refinding who you are, in terms of stripping it back, asking the question, who am I? Because a lot of times when you ask that question, you will find what's missing from you, and that's where that's where the need to fill that void with external stuff is the reason behind that. And then if you just become grateful for the now, because that's the only time we have, then those 3 key things that are so simple, they sound too simple to be true, but it really does work. Mm-hmm. That's been my experience again, because even my own mentor, he asked me that question, who am I? I never knew it at the start. I know it now, and when the answer came out, it was the areas that I had to work on in myself. So that's probably the 3 key ones to get started.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Paul. Can you just briefly mention, how do you work with your clients and how can they get in touch with you?
Yes, so I work fully online, and we have our flagship 12-week ladies body and mind transformation program. And how they can get in touch is they can just reach out through our website, and it's elitefitpersonaltraining.co.uk, and we can just set up a free strategy call. And what that'll basically do is we'll just speak a little bit about them, their health, their challenges, and see how we can match up our program to where they want to be in their life. And that's all we really do.
Wow, amazing.
Yeah.
Well, that sounds really exciting, and I would recommend everyone to go and speak to Paul because he's just fantastic. He's got so much to give, and there's so much more to come, Paul, isn't it? We're going to do a couple of more video blogs together on other subjects, or more sort of health subjects, nutrition.
Yes.
Because it's all about reach for greatness. Is not just being great in business, but also internally. And with everything that happens in life and how you want to be as a person.
Yes.
So we're going to close the call today, but we hope to see you guys who been watching this in the next video blog. And thank you once again. And this is Sabine Makaru at reachforgreatness.co.uk. Thanks, Paul.
Thank you.